Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here for Mr. Topstep with your Wednesday morning pre-market webcast. For those of you who didn't see the last couple days, I'm down here in Florida this week, so this isn't my usual webcam, but I got all my stuff down here, so we've been doing the webcast from here. So let's talk about yesterday. After the Fed announcement at 2:15, we sold off pretty hard. Made a low down at 12.50. But I want to back out a little bit and look at the big picture. I was trading yesterday afternoon, and the feeling of the tape was that this was very, it's always very painful in the moment. But if you zoom out, we've only come about 55 or 56 handles off the most recent high up at 1268. So this isn't even a 100 handle plus move down. And this morning, we are basically moving around, kind of snaking up and down through the 45-day pivot. So I can't sit here and tell you from a pivot perspective that we are overbought or oversold. From a pivot perspective, at least with my work and what I do with the pivot points, we are neutral right now, right at that 45-day pivot. I talk about 70-plus handle stretches on the upside or the downside, not as the signal for a reversal, but just as a tool in the toolbox, and that tool right now is telling me that we're neutral. Okay, so you've got to keep the bigger picture in perspective. These violent sell-offs, hour and a half, sell-offs, going from 1238 area down to 1212 in the moment is very painful. But in the larger picture, we've just worked off, only 50 or 55 handles, which is, not fun if you're long from up there, but in the big picture, we're neutral. So going into today, the daily pivot is sitting up at 1225.60. The 3-day pivot at 1229, about 1229.17. That's going to be a little bit of a zone, a resistance zone for me today going into the trade. As I'm taping this, we're currently trading 1217.5. So again, these ranges keep moving down over time. Last week we're talking about 63 to 43. Yesterday and Monday I was talking about 43 to 23. Now we're talking about 20, 25 to 29 down to 15 to 12. Okay, so we're in a downward move. Nothing goes straight up or straight down, and the believers in the Santa Claus rally are going to be looking for a turn, and sometimes these things just kind of become self-fulfilling prophecies. We've got about a week or so until Christmas, and things tend to reverse themselves seasonally at this time of year. So just trade what you see. Don't anticipate anything in either direction. Use stops and be hedged. Let's do support and resistance. We'll do the upside first from the current trade, the 1217 half trade. 1219, 1223, 1226, 1230, 1233 half, 1238, and 1243. On the downside, yesterday's low, 1212 half, 1206, 1203, 1196, 1193 half, 1185, and 1179. So trade them well today. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader for Mr. Topstep. I will be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Have a great day.